You're the owner of a small business, which means you're also the tech guy, and HR, and personal assistant, and head honcho, and intern. You could use another pair of hands, like the experts you'll find at Verizon Small Business Days, April 21st through 27th. Get a free tech check, special deals, and more. Call 1-800-483-4428 or visit verizon.com/smallbusiness to book your appointment. Verizon Business.
Reality radio for a really great future. We're talking real money.
Hi, this is Tom Cock. Well, I guess the expression is something like everything that was once old is renewed. Something that went out of style comes back. You get the idea here that things get recycled. And right now we're looking at a recycling of something that I don't think was a very good product in the first place, although they're saying it's better now. I'm talking about non-traded REITs. That's right, non-traded real estate investment trust. Now, you can go buy, and we think it should be part of your portfolio, real estate investment trusts. You can get them from Vanguard, very low cost. And here's the good news. If you need the money tomorrow, guess what? You can sell the mutual fund and get it. We're talking about here another product where if you need to sell the money and get it back, can't do that without paying a substantial price. And there have been times where you're unable to cash them in at all. But major companies, Blackstone, Starwood, they're pushing new products now. You can get in for as little as $2,500. Doesn't that sound familiar? And here's the part, paying dividends above 5% without the volatility of the stock market. Doesn't that sound appealing, right? Well, guess what? It sounds very appealing. Many of you have been piling money in, almost $1.4 billion with a B raised in the third quarter. That was about $500 million more than raised in the previous quarter. That's the good news, right? It sounds really great. And I'll talk to you about another pitch that another advisor had too around this. But then there's the aspect of when people get nervous and they need their money back. In the second quarter, redemptions, people tried to get about $515 million back after the first quarter, tried to get $724. You remember what happened in March, right? Everybody got nervous about the world was ending, got to get my money, and they couldn't get it back. This still does not match up to the period of time that those of you who have been around a few years can remember with non-traded REITs. Way back about 20 years ago, billions of dollars was raised. This is money to be invested, of course, in retail, lodging, etc. And it looked bad then. It looked bad now. And here's where I really struggle. Here's where I really it just pains me to no end. When people in our industry, investment advisors, tell you this is a great alternative to bonds. Remember, it got a talk show host in a lot of trouble. In fact, got him thrown out of the industry, I think, for a time. I think the Supreme Court let him back in, but he went out because he said this exact product was a great alternative to bonds, even though he didn't have any track record to prove that, move people in there, etc. Why aren't non-traded REITs a great alternative to fixed income? Remember, fixed income is exactly that. It pays you a set amount, and then at the end of it all gives you your money back. Well, that sounds a little like a REIT, except when you own the right fixed income, government bonds, you can get your money back in a mutual fund the next day. Cannot do that in a non-traded REIT. Can't for a very long period of time. And is commercial real estate equal to government fixed income? No, I don't think so. That's not fixed. The reason there's no volatility in these, by the way, is you can't trade them. You're stuck. And looking back further, non-traded real estate investment trusts have a very poor track record. There were many people that sold early to get their money back and did for pennies on the dollar after paying huge commissions and massive fees. And by the way, Don spent time today trying to find out what the fees and commissions are for these new Blackstone and Starwood Group. Cannot find the fees nor the commissions. Good job, guys. You're really doing a heck of a job hiding all that. But here's where the real trouble for me starts. Michael Godwin, who's the chief investment officer of Fragiso Financial Advisors. Fragiso Financial Advisors in Pittsburgh is telling people, here's an alternative to fixed income because it's paying so little. Put your money in non-traded REITs. you're getting more than 5%, and that is very favorable compared to certainly short or intermediate term U.S. government bonds, which are paying more like 1%. Yeah, that's right. They are paying more. Why? Because there's certainly more risk. This is not something you should do as an alternative to bonds. This is a recycling of something old. I guess if you live long enough, we'll see bell bottoms come back, wide ties, and perhaps fast gas-guzzling cars as well. Stay tuned for all of that. I'm Tom Cock. Oh, by the way, before I go, I want to mention that you're always happy to help you here. If you'd like to get a meeting with an advisor to learn where you are, cleaning up your portfolio, looking at your overall situation, go to Vestry.com. We can set up a meeting for you. No obligation, no high sales pressure at all. Thank you for joining me.
Talking real money. We hope you realize that the information provided on Talking Real Money is for educational and hopefully enjoyable purposes only. Providing personalized financial planning or investing advice takes time, so please consult with a really good fee-only fiduciary investment, tax, or legal advisor. We know a good one. Investing must always involve risk. In other words, you can and probably will lose money at times. Also, as much as you want it, no one can accurately, consistently predict the future. So past performance doesn't tell you a darn thing about what the future will bring. Unlike many other programs that say something similar, Talking Real Money is not trying to get you to buy or sell any financial products or securities. Instead, the program is provided as a public service by Vestry, a fee-only registered investment advisor. Thanks for listening, and please visit TalkingRealMoney.com for more information and disclosures. That's a wrap.